Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we have some massive rumors and hints towards next year's Pokemon game being Generation 5 remakes. There's a lot of stuff to get into today and break down, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the idea of a potential Generation 5 remake. Would you love to see it or would you not want to see it at all? Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we covered this yesterday, but there's been a lot more information about this tweet here from Riddler. He posted saying, original soup, original taste. And yesterday, I didn't really have a clue what that meant. It was very vague, but apparently it's actually not vague at all, and it's very simple to what it actually means. So we do have Jean here basically saying that this term, like original soup and stuff, is basically kind of like, I guess it's just like a saying for like something faithful. So what Jean here is saying is that it is a faithful remake for the next game, which is again most likely going to be Generation 5. And obviously faithful is in the sense that like BDSP was obviously a faithful remake of Generation 4. Again, nothing is confirmed and it could be something completely different, but that is kind of what is usually I guess interpreted from the phrase like original soup and original whatever. We have Eduardo here saying, my question to is, how do you know that is about a new game to begin with? I haven't really been paying attention to Q for some days now. And then Jan here is saying, I don't know if it's a new game or not. I'm just translating the Chinese content he tweeted, but I can't control how people are taking this message. So again, it doesn't confirm that there's going to be Generation 5 remakes as a faithful remake, but because of everything that he's already posted in the past, like, he literally said that one of the Blueberry Academy members, which is obviously the guy with the silver hair, is a massive spoiler to the next game. And he is very much a walking Generation 5 hint. Especially with everything else that's popped up about Generation 5 remakes and stuff like Blueberry Academy literally being in Unova. It's very likely that it is referring to Generation 5. Again, it could be Generation 2 as well. Generation 2 is 25 years old next year. It's the 25th anniversary. There's obviously the Johto music in the Teal Mask. There's a lot of the Pokedex being Johtomons in the Teal Mask. So a lot of representation for Johto as well. So it could go either way. It also kind of goes in hand with the next Nintendo console as well. If the next Nintendo console is actually next year, which again is very likely to be, and they want to bring out a game for it, they could just do exactly what they did with the original Switch. With the original Switch, the first mainline Pokemon game they brought out was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which I guess wasn't a super faithful remake, but it was pretty much a faithful remake. And so for the next Switch console, they could just do it again. They could bring out a Let's Go Johto in a faithful remake sort of way, and then that would be the new kind of first game for the next Nintendo console. Again, it could be Gen 5 remakes. Really don't know, but it's the first time in a very long time where we generally like have no idea what they're going to do next. Like, it could be Gen 5, it could be Gen 2. Again, I'm more on the fence of it being like Gen 2. I think it'd more likely be Gen 5, but 25th anniversary of Johto, you kind of got to do something big for that. So either way, that's something that obviously could be interpreted from this message. We also have Jean here saying, I'm gonna be real, I'd take a faithful remake over Black and White 2 anytime. It's the game that has the most content since Generation 5, and you have so many things to do that I even fetch my DS out to play that game sometimes nowadays. It's just that good. But the thing is, like, if they do a faithful remake of Black and White, like, there's Black and White 2 right there as well. Like, they can't do a faithful remake of Black and White 2 at the exact same time because they're completely different. Obviously, they're set in the same region, but they're in different timelines. Like, there's different characters. The characters are different in like the original rivals in Black and White. You know, like he's a gym leader in Black and White 2. Like Bianca is someone different. So they're obviously like older and they've got different kind of careers and stuff now. So it's not as simple as like being able to just make it all into one game because they are completely different in that sense. So are they just going to remake Black and White and not do Black and White 2? Are they going to do Black and White 3, but that's not a faithful remake? So again, it kind of also adds a lot to the, like, what is going on idea. So we have that. We also have Centro here tweeting out about this as well, saying one leaker hinted at something with authentic flavor using the phrase that the Chinese community refers to a faithful remake, basically like BDSP. Again, the thing is with BDSP, it kind of left a sour taste in everybody's mouth because it wasn't even made by Game Freak. It was made by Ilka. A lot of people didn't really like it that much. But again, you have to think that this time Ilka, I mean, I'm assuming won't be making Black and White. I'm assuming it'd be Game Freak that are making it. But I think just a faithful remake there'd have to be some new things there as well. Like, obviously, Generation 5 was a fantastic series of games. Like, I absolutely love Gen 5. The DS era as a whole was just incredible. I don't think we'll ever come close to it in terms of, like, the quality of the games. Like, we literally had Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White 2. Like what a list of games that is. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't think we'll see that kind of quality ever again. It was just the era of fantastic Pokemon games. Everyone they brought out was just a banger. So that's obviously that. But again, because they're making Black and White, hopefully they'd be able to do something to make it a little bit better. But either way, again, I'm not saying that it's definitely confirmed. I'm just saying that this phrase literally basically means faithful remake. So again, it could be a faithful remake of Black and White, could be a faithful remake of Generation 2. We really don't know. We also have Jean here as well, because obviously when people were applying to it, kind of like breaking it down, we have Lumios here saying original suit being a new game, not traditional remakes, original taste being the traditional style, a linear, non-open world Pokemon game. That's my guess. And then this term in Chinese community is more, basically means like BDSP. So yeah, we use original soup with the original flavor to describe faithful remake. So this is basically like where it's kind of all coming from. As well as that, the Riddler also posted this image, followed by this saying, "Enjoy this. It's a new fun series." So he's going to be tweeting out a lot lately, or he's going to be tweeting out a lot in the future, I assume, of this. So we're probably going to be covering this all this week. So I'm sure he'll be posting more and more about this now. Again, with the potential news of Indigo Disc, I'm recording this before any kind of Indigo Disc news or trailer or anything like that. It could all just be about Indigo Disc. It's very, very unlikely, and it is probably going to be about the next Pokemon game. Again, we're not too far away from the announcement of it. Like, we're in October now. February is when it's going to be announced. That's not too far away. So obviously he's going to be tweeting out stuff about it, riddling stuff about it, like, because it's so close. So yeah, he posted this, but this is again another kind of hint to Generation 5, because we do have Mortisays, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, basically finding the kind of similarity with this and something else to do with Generation 5. So the Dino QR code from the 3D Pokedex app in Gen 5 was just posted as a new riddle series by Riddler. So it is literally something from Generation 5. That is 100% a thing. Now, we do know there is a returning Pokemon, a returning mythical Pokemon for the Indigo Disc. Like, that's been leaked. Now again, he could be kind of leading up to that, and it could be Victini or something like that. But this is literally the Pokedex code for Dino. So it is a Dino kind of hint there. And then we have people here replying saying, "Hear me out, what if?" So obviously we've got Hydreigon there, and I mean that's just for the Dipplin evolution. But this is something to do with Dino. So again, that could be something to do with Generation 5. The fact that he's now, like, he might just start tweeting out things like this from, like, massive shout to this person here for kind of breaking this down, because this is very, like, this means nothing. Like, I don't know how they even found this out, but this literally means nothing. So the fact that, you know, this is literally the Pokedex from the QR codes from the Pokedex app in Gen 5. Like, he could be posting a number of these now. And if he keeps posting these, and it's all about Gen 5, then it is most likely talking about the faithful remakes being Generation 5 next. We also have a follow-up here as well, saying, "Interesting, it seems Riddler has started a new riddle series for the upcoming Unova remakes using the QR codes from the Gen 5 Nintendo 3DS's 3D Pokedex as the foundation. This is getting me so hyped. I love that app so much. I'm excited to theorize what's to come." I don't know if he's posted anything else since. If I just quickly go to his Twitter, I don't know if he's, at the time I'm recording this. No, he posted this kind of follow-up to the original. Is this the original soup? Yeah, so he's posted this original soup, original taste thing. And then he's posted this as a follow-up. I can't translate this. I have no idea what it means. But he, you know, apparently it's laughing. You know, you are laughing at people's reactions to the possibility of Ilka making the Black and White remakes. So yeah, apparently it's going to be like laughing or something like that. But I don't know if he's laughing at people's assumptions or laughing at the fact that it's like a faithful remake and it's not going to be very good. I'm still very optimistic about next year. I think next year will be very, very good for Pokemon. I'm expecting either Gen 5 or Gen 2. But with the new console coming out as well, they're obviously going to be gearing up for that. So Gen 10, again, I still think Gen 10 is going to be like 2025, 26. I think next year is going to be either be Gen 5, Gen 2. It'd make a lot more sense if it was like Gen 2 next year for the 25th anniversary. And then for 2025, it would be like maybe some sort of Black and White game, like a Black and White 3 or something like that, or some futuristic Black and White game. And then 2026 they bring out Gen 10. I think that would be a pretty cool way they could do it, because it'd give us something like new every single year, barring the Generation 2 remake that potentially come out next year. But at the same time, it's looking like Generation 5, just because of what he said before, where it's a spoiler for the next game, and obviously he's referring to the Drayton character in the Blueberry Academy. So it's very much looking like Gen 5, as well as the fact that he's now doing these QR codes as well. Again, I'm assuming we'll see quite a few of these over the next like week or so. But either way, it's going to be very, very interesting regardless. Again, it's one of those, like, a faithful remake. Obviously, it doesn't sound great. As soon as you say, like, BDSP is a faithful remake, it's gonna kind of, like I say, leave a sour taste in people's mouths. But again, it's Game Freak making this one. Well, I'm assuming it. I mean, they could do it all over again, like they did with Legends Arceus and BDSP. They could make some other company make the remake, and then they just bring out, like, a Black and White 3. They could do a faithful remake of Black and White for Ilka, for example, and then just do Black and White 3 themselves. Which, again, would be, I guess, okay, because you're getting 2 Pokemon games, and obviously it's not them working on both of them. But it's one of those, like I say, this is just early days. I'm sure a lot more information about this will come out very, very soon. But let me know your thoughts on this. What are you thinking about a faithful remake of Black and White? Do you think it will be Johto instead? We'll have to wait and see. Again, I'm sure when the Indigo disc drops, there'll be a lot of like more hints and information potentially about the next Pokemon game, because they always drop those in there. I'm sure there's, I mean, it's literally in Unova, like Blueberry Academy. I'm sure there'll be a lot of Unova hints. There might even be a returning character from Unova. There might even be like Alder or Drayden or Iris or someone like that in the Blueberry Academy, because it's literally in that region. Or it could be about Generation 2. Let me know your thoughts on that. What do you think it's going to be based on? Leave a comment about it, and again, we'll be updating you with all of this stuff throughout the week. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Let's try and hit 500. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.